Now, I think that becomes critically important for any sales organization who is selling their offering as a service. Because if the customer doesn't achieve the outcomes that they set out to, your chances of renewal are clearly much, much lower.
Hey everyone, Coach's Corner is back, this time with Bob Apollo. We're going to be talking about outcome-centric selling. Bob is an avid blogger, thought leader, and has written quite a bit on sales methodologies lately. So, hi, welcome, Bob.
Hi, George. How are you?
So, tell us, outcome-centric selling, why the shift towards this?
Yeah, it's an evolution rather than a revolution, I think. And it's a reaction to the vast majority of today's B2B sales methodologies, which are probably collectively labeled solution selling. And I've come to realize, as I suspect a number have, that the word solutions just bandied about in an incredibly casual way, often with little regard for the outcomes that the customer's looking for. And I think it's time as salespeople that we focus much more strongly, not only on understanding, but achieving the outcomes our customers are looking for.
And how's that different? What's the big difference with that approach? I mean, aren't the solutions supposed to be focused on giving you the outcome you need?
Yeah, as I said, it's more evolutionary than
Uh-huh.
revolutionary, but it's a matter of almost working backwards from exactly what the customer wants to achieve, and just as important, how they're going to measure whether or not they've successfully achieved it. Now, I think that becomes critically important for any sales organization who is selling their offering as a service. Because if the customer doesn't achieve the outcomes that they set out to, your chances of renewal are clearly much, much lower,
Okay.
as are your chances of making a profit.
Yeah, that makes sense. So do you see outcome-centric selling also then including customer success and expanding beyond sort of the sales department?
I think that's a really critical concept, in fact, and most as a service companies are employing customer success people, but very often they're thinking primarily from an operational perspective. Is the solution running? How many users are actively using it, and so on? And my guideline, my strong suggestion to customer success is that they need to start with the end in mind. In other words, not just usage, but what business outcome the customer is trying to achieve, which will be primarily how the customer measures the success of the project.
And do you think the customers know what kind of business outcome they are looking to achieve?
I mean, I think that's a great question. And what I'd say to you is if in the early stages of a sales engagement, we can't get clarity about what the customer's seeking to achieve, what outcomes they're looking for, actually, the chances of them taking action are pretty slim
Mm.
because if they don't set out an outcome, their motivation to change is likely to be, that much less.
So what kind of steps or milestones or stages do we need to add or enhance our current sales process with if we go with the outcome-centric selling approach?
Yeah, I mean, I think what happens is the sales process gets extended at either end compared to conventional definitions. Earlier, before a formal sales process starts, our marketing and our biz dev teams need to be looking for the business issues that our customers are trying to deal with. And at the tail end of what would be described as a conventional sales process, we really need to extend that all the way through implementation to customer success, and I'd suggest in the case of any as a service offering to renewal.
Right.
So it's a lot, it's really more about the customer's success journey than just our sales process.
Good stuff. So where can someone read more and find out more about this concept, Bob?
Well, it's something I've started to write an increasing amount, and if people go to the Inflection Point website and to the Inflection Point blog, they'll actually be able to download a paper I've just published on the subject of outcome-centric selling. And I hope they might find that a useful introduction to the whole subject.
Beautiful. Thanks a lot, Bob. Thanks for today.
Thanks for your time, George.